Talk us through how we got to this point.
Well, like many countries around the world, economic conditions in Kyrgyzstan have suffered as a consequence of coronavirus and were poor anyway. So that I think, is the underlying factor. But what seems to have been the immediate cause of this eruption of violence yesterday and attempts to take over the parliament and presidential buildings was the electoral fraud that you referred to in Sunday's parliamentary elections. The use of administrative resources to back pro-government parties, and also the feeling on the part of most of the opposition parties that the election had been stolen from them. Of the 16 parties that took part in that election, only 4 crossed the 7% thresholds, and 3 of those were pro-government parties. The party that won, Unity or Birimdik, is the party of the president's younger brother. The party that came in second with almost the same vote, my homeland Kyrgyzstan, is run by a man who's reputed to be a crime boss and who in 2017 is thought to have funded the president's electoral campaign. That essentially is what this is all about. It didn't help, I don't think, on the opposition's part that they were so fractured. There were 12 opposition parties fighting for a small share of the vote. They got about 33% in total, but they split the vote between them. In any case, though, all what they're saying is that the vote was stolen to a degree. The Organization Security and Cooperation in Europe observer team who's in place agrees with that there was administrative pressure on this election.
Rob, it's surprising, though, that all of this should be happening in Kyrgyzstan, which actually has a reputation of being the most open and most democratic state in Central Asia.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely right. If you compare Kyrgyzstan with its neighbors, primarily, of course, China, but Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and further afield, Turkmenistan, this is a country where real votes take place, where there are real parties. In the debates before this election, President Jeenbekov came in for real criticism. The issues are genuinely discussed. Since 2010, Kyrgyzstan has been a parliamentary democracy. It has had its problems, it's true. There have been 2 revolutions since it became independent, with the fall of the breakup of the Soviet Union, and there have been ethnic riots. But by and large, yes, it is the case that of all those countries in the region, it is the most democratic.
Rob, thanks for that. France 24's Rob Parsons.